Thinking about grabbing a new softboard? Let's talk about the Mick Fanning range. Hey guys, Chris from Stoked Travel here, or welcome back to the channel. Now before I get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any video goodness. Now if you're on the hunt for a new softboard, there's plenty of options out there. And today we're going to be talking about the Mick Fanning softboard range. We're going to be talking about the good, the bad, the models, and whether this is the right surfboard for you. So yeah, let's get started. Now when it comes to which Mick Fanning softboard to choose from, there are 4 core models in the range for 2020. That's the Beastie, the Catfish, the Eugenie, and of course the Little Marley, which I've been riding. Now the Beastie is a thruster setup, that's more of a mini mal. The Catfish, as the name suggests, is a fish board with a 5-fin setup, so you can ride that as either a quad or a thruster. The Eugenie is the short board in the range, and that's as a thruster only setup. And the Little Marley, which is the performance groveler that I've been testing out, also comes as a 5-fin setup, so you can ride that as a thruster or a quad. Now on top of these 4 core models, Mick Fanning has also teamed up with his long-term shaper DHD for 2 DHD Mick Fanning collaborations. That's the DHD Twin, which you can ride as a twinny or as a thruster, and also the DHD Black Diamond. Now the Black Diamond soft top, unlike its standard counterpart, is thruster only, so you don't have the quad option of the standard Black Diamond. But yeah, 2 awesome extra models from the DHD range in there as well. Now when it comes to soft boards in general, a lot of them are let down on the performance side of things because of the fin setups they come with. Now a lot of soft tops out there come with those super flexy, flimsy plastic fin setups, which definitely lack performance and grip, especially for a more advanced surfer. Now one of the biggest advantages of the Mick Fanning soft top boards is the fact that they do come with a full fin configuration for FCS or futures. So you can just lock in your existing fins and get heaps of performance. Which is one of the biggest advantages of the board range in general, especially for the short boards and things like the Little Marley and the Catfish and the Eugenie. That being said though, the Mick Fanning range does come with the FCS Performer fins, or the future equivalents, which are really soft and flexible, suitable for groms and beginner surfers. So yeah, if you're just starting out, those fins are going to do absolutely fine. But as you do get up in the performance side of things, you can click in a standard set of fins, get that extra bit of performance and control. So yeah, the option of being able to switch between the 2 definitely makes them more versatile and makes the Mick Fanning soft top range one of the more performance orientated softboards. Now let's talk a little bit more about the Little Marley model, which is the Mick Fanning softboard I actually opted for. Now I really wanted a softboard that was just going to be really easy to paddle, catch heaps of waves in, and was also going to be super fun in the shore break conditions here in Australia. Now the Little Marley has ticked all of those boxes, and if I could sum it up in a single word, it would just be fun. As you can tell from the template, it's short and wide, and it's super fast and fun as well. If you have a look at the rocker, you've got a really flat entry rocker, which is going to make it super easy to paddle and really up your wave count. When it comes to tail configuration, you've got a really subtle diamond tail there, so plenty of pivot points when you're in the pocket, especially in those shore break conditions. And through those fins as well, you've got a large double concave, which is going to channel heaps of water. And alongside that quad fin setup is just going to boost your speed, even the smallest of days. It's a great all-round board, which is going to suit a huge variety of surfers, and it comes in a 5.2, 5.6 and 5.10 option. I've decided to go all out with the 5.10 option, just get that extra foam underneath me, so it comes in at a whopping 43 litres, and it's just really fun even in the smallest conditions. It's going to be one of those boards which as a dad you could share with your kid, especially on one of the 5.6 or the 5.10 options. If you're a grom, you're going to absolutely shred, especially on those smaller size boards. And then for the average surfer as well, you've just got plenty of fun packed into a really fun softboard shape. So yeah, the Little Marley, I absolutely love it. Heaps of fun, handles a huge variety of conditions, and yeah, you're gonna get lots of waves on it. So now let's talk about one of the main disadvantages I found to the Mick Fanning softboard range and softboards in general. Now, as you can see from here, I haven't waxed the board up, and even though this soft deck does feel pretty grippy when it's dry, when you do get it in the ocean, it becomes incredibly slippery, especially if you're wearing a wetsuit. As you can see, I've already put a tail pad on to put a bit more grip over the fins, but as soon as this video is wrapped up, I will also be waxing the deck of the board as well. I didn't want to do before I did this review, so it looked all shiny and new, but yes, when it comes to the grip on the board, you will need to wax up your Mick Fanning softboard with some good wax before hitting the water, else you're just going to find yourself sliding all over the place. I've had a few ways while I was testing it out where one of my feet just went clean off the side of the rail and I did the splits. It's not something I really want to repeat, so yeah, I'd highly recommend waxing your board before you get in the water. When it comes to putting a tail pad on the board, this again is something down to personal preference. You could just wax to the end, but I decided to put a tail grip on there. Make sure you put it on when it's dry and clean and leave it a good 24 hours before you hit the water. So yeah, tail pad, wax job, definitely two things I highly recommend. So for all you guys out there that love a bit of a geek out when it comes to tech specs, let's talk about the build quality of the Mick Fanning soft top range. Well, on the top, you've got a 5mm Expo foam for that lovely foamy finish on the top, which you do need to wax up. You've then got 2 layers of 6-inch e-glass on the deck of the board, so for that extra bit of strength. You've then got a carbon fiber e-glass hybrid stringer running through the center of the board, all encased around an EPS foam core. Now it comes to the bottom of the board, you've then got another layer of 6-inch e-glass on the bottom of the board, and then finished off with a 4mm of HDPE foam, which is that nice slick bottom. That whole sandwich technique ends up with a super strong, durable softboard. So yeah, it's gonna last pretty well, and it's gonna handle most things you can throw it. And there you have it, guys. That's everything you need to know about the Mick Fanning softboard range and whether it's the right softboard for you. Now, if you're looking for some more advice on the best beginner surfboard to choose, make sure you check out the links in the description below for my full written guides that'll help you find the right surfboard for you. That's it for this week, guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Phew!